Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Azhag campaign. Hope you're doing well today on July 25th as we move yet another day closer to the much anticipated Beastman release. They of course released some new information on it today, which is very exciting. Primarily about the Beast Wizard, along with some new maps. So we finally got an actual look at the Beast Wizard. He looks fantastic. He has a unique griffin mount that comes with a special set of armor, which I'm also extremely excited for. They also talked about the Lord Beast a little more and actually showed off some of the percentages, which is definitely going to be a very good lore. You can reduce the accuracy of ranged units with Flock of Doom, which is an AoE direct damage spell that also simultaneously seems to cause damage in the area. So it's kind of interesting that it's both a hex and a debuff, kind of like I think that's the first of its kind. Though there are spells like Burning Head, which do damage and apply debuffs, which in the case of Burning Head is a little bit of like a flame debuff. Not really a lot I want to do this turn. I'm kind of in that point where I just want to consolidate and heal. Let's get this guy out here gyrating again. But I hope you're all doing really well. I'm really excited for the Beastman release. I'm just sort of sitting on pins and needles, so to speak. Out in Peaks Pass now. Well, not for much longer, but what are you gonna do? I will hang on to my WAAAGH, I think, because I don't think my WAAAGH is gonna be able to defeat the Kadrin Dwarfs by themselves. It's very difficult to click on them. Yeah, we're gonna try and get them to heal up for a bit as well. The frustrating thing about WAAAGHs is that if you get one and you kind of need it for an engagement, you're not able to do much with it. Yeah, there goes Nashrek's Lair. Because I can't send it after this force because it's going to lose, and I kind of need it with me to beat Fergal. Which, Fergal is really one of my last true enemies that's a threat. The Warriors of Chaos are pretty much cracked. I mean, he might come up here to Karak Kadrin or burn it down. So long as it doesn't fall in Dwarven hands, though, I don't really care who owns it. So we're gonna heal up here for a bit, and once we're healed up by Kadrin, we are going to march out and deal with those dwarves once and for all. We're gonna try and get powerful garrison there so it can defend itself, and the vampire counts have attacked that place, which sucks. Not a whole lot we can do about it though. Up here I have to be extremely careful how I expand because Krakadrak is extremely vulnerable. We'll take a Cave of Shinies though. It should be okay. And the reason it's vulnerable is because my army takes so much damage repopulating an area. And we really want to be cautious about that. So I'm going to retreat to Karak Kadrin. Where we need to heal for a bit. We also lost... We lost one of our biggin units. Alright, it's no big deal. It's an easy repair job. We are doing quite a bit of looting around the world. I do intend to go to the war with the Empire very, very soon. They're pretty weak. Musalin's actually expanding like crazy. And they seem to have an okay opinion about us. If we can, I'd like to make allies out of them. I've actually never seen Musalin do this well. But he is...
before me and ask proves you are no craven.
Alright, so we've got a non-aggression pact with him, which is good for us. So hopefully we can build a pretty strong alliance with the undead. Because obviously, they're more helpful to me than... they're more of a help than a hindrance at this point. Especially since I'm going to have to turn around and go fight the Top Knots at some point, who I vassalized, but I can't confederate with, which was definitely a mistake. So what I'm probably going to do is claim all of the holds on the map, and then once I own all of the holds in the north and they're properly reinforced, I'll just march all of my armies down south to just devastate that entire region. Alright, so the Karak Kadrin Dwarfs have fled Nashrak's lair and are heading north, so we need to pursue after them. Try and get everything under control. Alright, so I should be healed enough to move now. Yeah. And we're just gonna pursue after them about as fast as we can. Kazad Irkala's, we're not going to be able to make it in time, so we're going to go ahead and cancel this construction so I can get that money back. Might be able to save Karak Ungor since I'm marching north anyway. Gunbat's coming along. We've pretty much developed the rest of the south. We have an opening here, which we'll put something here. I'm not really sure what yet. Probably, if I had to guess, we'll probably put a troll cave here. Maybe a shaman hut so we can summon some more shamans. We never have too many shamans. Alright, this guy grew another level, so let's get him Ironhard and Lightning Strike in case we run into some problems when we eventually declare war against the Border Princes. Azhag's gonna take at least another 2 turns to heal. Maybe more. So we're gonna go ahead and recruit some local orc biggins, and these guys are gonna take a little too long to heal. Because I'm gonna be here for 1, 2. I'll basically be here for 3 turns, so I guess we'll leave it for now. But we'll see. Meanwhile, up in the north, I think my WAAAGH successfully, burned down the frozen landing. So we're just gonna kind of let him head back. And I'm gonna heal until I'm full, and then we're gonna go take Scourge Trekken, whatever the hell you pronounce that. And hopefully Krakadrak will be well on its way to being a defensible fortress by then. Because at least until the Chaos Invasion is over, we're gonna have a 20 stack up here defending it. Alright, Katrin wants peace, but obviously we're not going to accept that. Which he's just going to keep rampaging through my lands, probably taking my stuff as fast as he can. Which isn't a huge deal. Sooner or later, we're going to catch him. And when we do, we'll kill his 20 stack, and when his 20 stack's out of the way, I can just sack everything else. Or take it, or raise it, or whatever I'm going to need to do. But we're doing what we can. I think I might have gone for the Norskin holds a little prematurely. A lot of stuff. Okay. Karak here. I'm not really interested in getting one of these yet. Yeah, definitely gonna need at least one more turn before we head out. Alright. I'm not too worried about this stuff. I'm going after him. So we're gonna stay aggressive. If what I'm gonna try and do is kill Fergal and then immediately go after these guys, break the siege of Ungor, kill all the vampire counts, and then march back to wipe out all the dwarf settlements. It's probably gonna do a ton of damage to me, but luckily we've kind of got the vampire counts defending our back. So I don't think we're gonna have to worry about chaos rampaging up into those mountains, at least not unopposed. Other than that, I think we're doing pretty well. Yeah, we just gotta sort of keep on the move and keep rampaging around and doing damage where we can. See if we can further our alliance. The undead any further. We've unlocked everything with these vampire counts. These guys were slowly getting friendlier. Yeah, see, we've got a pretty good thing. So we'll give them military access, and we will also form a military alliance. Nope. What about a defensive alliance? Okay. I'll take what I can get. The vampire counts are really, really powerful, so I don't think they'll be interested in being our vassal. But the good news is we have a really favorable relationship. And Crack a Bone Crusher's doing a good job of stealing money from Altdorf and causing them problems, which we're perfectly okay with. And now he's got WAAAGH Path, so he's going to be generating plenty of fightiness. Where is he technically? Okay, yeah, he is in Altdorf's space. And they're not going to want to declare war on this, because that's going to make a mess for them. We should be able to finish him off. Alright. Other than that... the Kadrin Dwarves have started heading north, so I think what we're going to do is send WAAAGH north to attack Nashrak's lair, which is really weak right now. Maybe kill them from behind before they can get away from me. Because right now they're playing very hard to get. Not really a threat as much of an annoyance. So, go teleport there. How far can you guys make this turn? Okay, these guys can make it to Kazan. So we're going to go ahead and lay siege. And then I will wait for my WAAAGH.
Violence!
Alright, and then we'll be able to save Karak Kadrin. Other than that, looks like some of the Norskins are maybe taking notice of us finally. I don't want this WAAAGH to actually stick around because they're going to start raiding, which is going to hurt my income. So we're going to try and keep them busy. Because otherwise they're going to cause problems. Azhag's ready to move out again. He's got... you know what, we'll wait one more turn. One more turn. And I'm probably going to march north to go try and finish off the Warriors of Chaos where I can find them. Yeah, see, he's getting desperate. But Kadrin's got nothing left. Okay, this is the guy that's on it. Back up. Okay, he still wants to fight. We'll fight him. It's not a huge deal if we lose here, but I do not intend to lose. I've got enough archers that I'm pretty sure we can harass him into oblivion. If I recall correctly, WAAAGH is my worst general. I'm also really hoping we get a monstrous mount for the Goblin Lords soon. I really, really want those Ragnarok Spider Shrines. I think that's a unit they could add fairly easily because it would just require a little bit of a tweak on the Ragnarok model. Just add some different stuff up top. Because I would really like to have a really effective Goblin General. Make him like... Because on tabletop, a Goblin General on a Ragnarok Spider with a Spider Shrine is like terrifying because they generate so much magic. Like, it's absolutely absurd. Alright, so we're gonna deploy a bit wider because we want to run the archers around him, and we want to keep our boss in the back, and we're just gonna kind of let the dwarves come to us. So we'll go ahead and start moving these... Oops, not them. We'll go ahead and start moving these three guys out. These two guys out. And just have the orcs engage them. Let's see if we can't get behind them with our goblins. Just keep WAAAGH up. And he has the Crown of Command, which actually will be pretty useful in this scenario. Alright, so hopefully we can engage all of the dwarves so that they don't come after my goblin archers. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna do anything. So I'm gonna do what I can to move around him.
Let's have some.
Curve around and then into the rear. Alright. And then we just keep an eye on the leadership of our orcs, like this group is doing really bad. Other than that, we seem to be holding up okay. So this is going to be our primary focus. Alright, get these goblin archers into position. So as soon as they start flashing, we'll pop Crown of Command to force them to behave themselves. Alright, so all of our archers are going to fire into this combat. Just start shredding dwarves. And we're going to do much the same thing here. Which is going to do tons of damage. Alright, there we go. Got that Crown of Command, so they're unbreakable. Lasts for a little while. Hopefully long enough to give us the edge we need. Probably not, but we're going to try. Shoot, 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 shoot. Alright, this engagement's going really well for us. Over on this side. Some of our units are breaking, that's fine. Go ahead and make sure to turn all of our goblins on skirmish so that they can flee if they need to. Alright, these three won, so we're just going to keep reinforcing and having our goblins shoot further into that fight. I'm going to tell these guys off skirmish and have them go this way. Make sure these units stay fleeing. Okay, so I don't want to keep fighting this guy. Rally these orcs. I think I'm faster than him? Nope. Alright, so he broke. Yeah, it looks like we're going to lose. And, oh, I forgot to turn the skirmish back on. So we're going to lose, it looks like, almost certainly, but hopefully we can do a lot of damage. I don't know, we might be able to rally my guys. We're faster than dwarves, so we might be able to get away from them. These guys I don't think we're going to be able to outrun. I'm only 5 speed faster. So I'm just going to keep shredding dwarf units as best I can, and hoping that maybe some of my units of rallying greenskins can maybe team up on a unit, cause some real damage. Alright, they've got skirmish. Yeah, those goblins got caught big time. So at this point, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure we're just going to lose just because Dwarf Warriors are just better than my guys, at least on this difficulty. Trying to rally my army where I can, but there's not really a lot of great places to do that. Like, if these two groups rally, I could actually maybe get some mileage out of them. Funny enough, against Dwarf Warriors, it actually seems to be better to have Goblin Spearmen for some reason. Maybe just because they outnumber them so much and they can surround them. But I mean, even with this Dwarf Warrior unit surrounded, like attacking in the rear, we are just not getting desirable results. And our Goblin Archers are running as fast as they can, just kiting. Unfortunately, there's no timer on this match. So I can't, like, get a draw by outlasting him. I'm just gonna lose. So I'm trying to push my way through here with my boss. Start messing up some dwarves. Another unfortunate thing about skirmishing units is they don't automatically target somebody that was chasing them if the target gets far enough away. We want to stay on those dwarves. Okay, good, we shattered them. So I'm gonna rally what orc units I have. Not sure what that other unit is. Oh, they're there. Okay, now we mass broke. Alright. We put up a good fight, but WAAAGH was always kind of a shitty general. He was always pretty terrible, and he was just designed to hold down the fort for a while. And unfortunately, orcs just don't cut it against dwarves. You've got to at least have biggins. Especially on ultra unit sizes. If you're on large or smaller, you can kind of get away with regular orcs defeating dwarves, but you're not going to be able to... on ultra, the dwarves get a little bit more mileage out of their superior units. Just because they can take more casualties. Karak Kadrin. I think I'm actually going to fight this. Because I don't think I'm going to lose. Pretty sure I'm not going to lose. Because, quite frankly, he has very few infantry. I don't have any goblin spears, which is kind of upsetting, but I do have trolls. Like, he's going to have to come in through the gates to get me. Other than Graveguard, but Graveguard are not terribly hard to beat with biggins. Just because I'm going to have numbers. The real trick will be if I can kill the Vampire Lord with archers. If I can mow him down with archers before he gets to me, then we'll be fine. But hey, I don't think we've gotten to really fight Vampire Counts this campaign outside of Azhag's Crown Quest. Just because we allied with them so fast. So, he's only got 4 siege towers, which is good because it means I can put minimal guys on the walls. Because I'm going to want most of my guys on the ground. So we are going to go ahead and put some archers up here to mow down those incoming units and get those towers activated. Up here, we're going to put a pretty good amount of biggins and a unit of orc boys to deal with the vampire, not the general though, to deal with the Graveguard. And then it looks like they're gonna come to about here on this side, so we'll just put a unit on either side of the tower with some further orc boy reinforcements over here. And then on this gate, we're going to throw down some more archers. We'll put one group of archers like that, and then I'm going to put one group of archers, because it looks like this is where he's going to put his biggest push. We'll put a group of archers facing inward so we can shoot all these guys as they come in. And then we're going to put our spider riders over here. We're going to put our spider riders up here. Okay, I guess I can only do it with one. We'll put one here and one here so that they're both in range of the gate, because we're really going to need those poisoned attacks to help our trolls hold the line. And then our general is also going to support him with his superior leadership. And then our remaining unit of orcs is just going to try and hold this gate long enough for me to get reinforcements down on the ground. Which will probably be in the shape of one of these units. In fact, what I think what we're going to do is we're going to put both of these orc units down here, and then if I need to break away one of them for reinforcements, I can. Alright. So that should activate all of my siege towers. So, yep, and they are firing. We got decently high level towers. I think they're level 2. It doesn't tell me. But hopefully they can put some good damage onto the cryptors. Maybe take down a siege tower. Taking down a siege tower is super rare, it seems like, unfortunately. It's unfortunately not something you get to do very often, which is a damn shame, because taking down siege towers is like really fun to do. And when I fight the computer, they seem really good at it, but when I'm doing it, it seems like it's like freaking impossible. So we're just gonna have our archers shred what we can. Just mow down absolutely as many of the cryptors as possible. Cryptors are really one of the priority targets right now. Oh, look at that. We blew up a siege tower. Beautiful. Alright, so that's going to be pretty hard for them to get up the walls. And we're going to focus our archers on a single unit and try and just absolutely melt these guys into oblivion. Have our siege towers focus there. We blew up another siege tower. So yeah, these towers are doing awesome. Because these guys are going to have a really hard time taking the walls with so few units. Those bats are... I think they're going after my orc archers, which if so is not going to go well for them because orc archers are plenty good to beat them in close combat. The good news is though I can reinforce my biggins off the wall because I don't necessarily need them. I'm going to move my regular orc boys over to the part of the wall they're abandoning. Just because since those hordes aren't coming onto the wall, they're either going to climb. So we're probably going to actually... Wait, no. We want these guys to stand. So we're going to tell these guys to help fight and just try and really lock them down. Alright, so this gate's open, so we want to move our archers to this side of the platform so they can shoot in on the action. I'm going to go ahead and send these orc boys to help reinforce, as well as my spiders. At least one. We'll send one unit of spiders. We'll keep the other one back here. All right, so both gates are down, and now it's time for me to fire everything I got into this engagement in hopes of ending it as quickly as possible. I'm sending tons of reinforcements over here. Try and turn it really heavily in our favor. And then we're going to go ahead and charge these guys in. Try and help out the trolls a bit. These goblins are fighting and defeating these guys. Tell these gobos to focus down the Black Knights. Let's see if they're willing to shoot there. No. Okay, see if I can get them down on the ground. Because with the Spider Riders, with those poison arrows, are going to be really shutting down the effectiveness of some of those units. We might lose some of the wall engagements, but if I can win the actual gate, that is perfectly fine by me. So I'm going to see if I can tell these archers to shoot over here at this mess. Maybe not. Because it looks like, yeah, we've won this engagement. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off my archers, because I've easily got the numbers. We're just going to engage what we need here. Actually, I don't need to engage these guys here. So I'm going to fall back this group to my main area just in case something bad happens, like a unit manages to peel off the wall. Right now, things are going pretty heavily in our favor, I would say. These Cryptors are just getting absolutely mowed down. Thanks to them being so much larger than me. It looks like the only place they're really breaking through is here on the wall. But that unit should hold for a while. So what I'm going to do is move over this goblin unit over to here so that I can shoot up onto the wall and start decimating those guys. These guys are shooting, which is great. Hopefully they're shooting well into that pack. I mean, they're targeting the Vampire Lord, which is probably the best thing, honestly. Vampire Lords are just exceptionally hard to kill. Alright, good job, Spider Riders. Now I want you guys to reinforce to up here where they can continue shooting. I'm gonna put one of these I'm gonna send both these orc boys to reinforce the wall. Okay, or maybe just one of them. This second one we're gonna send up upstairs. These guys we're gonna send up to assist in the fighting. These guys are shooting up there, doing lots of great damage. Alright, we've won this engagement. So I'm going to have the trolls fall back to our main center for when they inevitably break through, if they break through. These guys are probably about to come off the wall, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. So actually, we're going to keep the trolls. We're going to keep the trolls right over here. I'm going to tell all my archers to fire down the wall. So we can start to put the punishment on them. back up the Spider Rider so that they've got a clean shot. And we're just going to mow these guys down with all the shooting in the universe. Alright, so they're moving up a little closer than I would like, but skirmish. I see that. Yeah. Alright, so they're coming down, so we're going to go ahead and continue the fighting with our melee units, sending them to entangle all of these guys that are going off the walls, which is still fine because I still have the high ground. So we're going to reform these guys, tell these guys to come off the wall. Looks like we won this engagement over here. Yep, Vampire Lord crumbled, and yep, so did the rest of the army. Alright, heroic victory, and they're all dead. Yay! Alright, so that did really well. He didn't have enough siege towers, and even the towers he did had, only 2 made it, which wasn't nearly enough. The trolls were easily able to counter the cryptors because they both have regeneration, so the cryptors did not have that advantage. And I was also able to apply poison damage to my Forest Goblin Spider Riders. So, yeah, they weren't able to take any advantages whatsoever of the situation, and we were able to just absolutely gut them. So I think we'll eat them to replenish, and yeah, we dealt with that invasion. So WAAAGH is dead, which is unfortunate, but whatever. We are going to build a stronger garrison at Karak Kadrin, and I'm going to unleash Azhag, I think, to wipe out... I kind of want to start a war with the Border Princes and take care of them, because they're growing at a slightly alarming rate. Not like in a really dangerous fashion, but in a I don't really like what they're doing fashion. So I'm kind of keeping my eye on them. As far as regular buildings go, I'm not too worried about this slot. Doesn't really have anything I'm super interested in building right now. I'd like to get some more Night Goblin Archer, or Night Goblin Shamans, but I'm kind of more interested in reinforcing Gunbad right now, which is not behaving itself. So we've got one good character. What do I need for Grimgore? Slaughter 10 sets of cap. Okay, I don't slaughter very often. So we'll take Rat Gash, Pig Kissa, and we're just once again gonna give them pretty basic units. We'll give them a couple. Actually, you know, we'll invest in some bigger stuff. We've got the money for it. Here we have finally caught the Dwarfs at long last. We're not going to bother actually fighting this because it's going to be a pretty long engagement. We're just going to auto-resolve it, which takes care of the dwarves, and I'm going to be able to occupy. And all that leaves is a very small army that remains. So now I've got to rebuild this place, which kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll take growth. And I grew to level 19. So we will take Woundmaker and WAAAGH. And I'm going to send my WAAAGH to go finish off Nasharak's lair. And hopefully they can do that without any problems. And with them dead, that's going to finally open the gate for me to take Zufbar. Because the only reason I hadn't taken it up till this point was because I was too worried about the dwarves sneaking up behind me and taking advantage of me being distracted. Alright, so we're gonna take the Border Princes back to task. I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade this so I can pick up some chariots if I need to. We're gonna keep raiding here. I might do some raiding over here at Averheim. Probably not, honestly. I could head up to the Empire and pick up some raiding, but nah, you know, I'm just not gonna worry about that. I'll probably do a campaign that's specifically designed around raiding to get the 8,000 per turn raiding achievement. Because this campaign I've designed much more around sacking and looting, which is much easier to do, in my opinion. Raiding takes a lot more of a concentrated effort that requires you to build very, like, interwoven, carefully designed defenses. Alright, so Muslin wants military alliance, which we're going to accept. So we are now friends with both the undead factions. Hopefully they behave with each other as well. Which gives us some really stalwart allies to fight against the Umis with. which is good because that's going to really allow us to declare war on people like the Border Princes, and we don't have to worry about there being like a really big betrayal.
Arms. Is it war?
So if I declare war on him, his only friend... He doesn't have any friends. Everybody hates him, though. So we're going to declare war on him, and we're going to drag all of our buddies into it so that we can just murder him. I'm thinking my WAAAGH is going to lose this engagement, which is fine. I've been planning for that. So I'm going to just underway after him. I'm going to stay in my own zone so I can continue to heal a little bit. Up here in the north, Karak Kadrin. My wall lost their target. Alright, so we're going to send them after Winter Pyre. And I feel comfortable moving, so I'm going to go take Shark-Tracken. I have no... That is too, like, Norwegian-ish. I can usually pronounce in almost any word in Dwarven, but that's like getting into that weird Swedish, you know, Norwegian crap. If either of those is incorrect, or if you are from any of those nationalities and you're like, my language doesn't look like that, I apologize if I got that wrong and offended you in any way. Alright, let's assassinate someone just for funsies. Let's get rid of a Bright Wizard. Awesomely done. Alright, so we've declared our war. So we are now free to raise, you know, just unleash absolute hell on these guys. That's all that's here? It's not even a garrison. It's just the army defending it. Alright, so... Well, those guys are dead. Oh yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, we'll just raise it then. It's no good to me. So that's out of our way. Alright, Azhag's got everything I want from those trees. I wouldn't mind the charge bonus, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So what do I want to go for? I've only got... So 29 is going to give me another 2 points, and 30 is going to... So I've got 6 points to do stuff with. So I think what I would like to do... 20 points. We could build up... I don't really need, like, a shitload of income. I mean, I guess Lightning Strike would be nice, but I kind of would rather go the leadership tree, or the general tree. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Savages, which increases the weapon damage for your melee infantry, which will make, you know, all these guys really, really solid units. Let's see, down here, I think we're just going to continue raiding Mirrodins, just because it's really good value. And it'll be easier for me to, like, slit that place's throat after I'm done with it. Oh, Lucini's worth more. Okay, never mind then. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lay siege here and wipe this place out. Well, we'll sack it first, because we're not... We are here to make a profit after all. So we will sack it. And then we're going to encamp. Continue stealing his stuff. And the next turn we will burn it to the ground. Alright, and I'm finally making enough money that I can kind of look into getting some of these final upgrades. For some of these settlements. So, for instance, at Karak Peaks, we can pick up a shaman hut. For some of that sweet stuff that we need.
The tribe's ready.
He's still doing that. Okay. I should have built on Karak Kadrin. So, sure enough, it looks like our WAAAGH bounced off. If I had to guess. Kadrin's desperate. We're saying no, because I've got him cornered. At long last. Like, really long last. Funny enough, I think for me, this is the longest, or this campaign is the longest Chaos has ever survived. Probably because I'm not focusing them, because they're not really in my way. Which is a bit weird. Normally they tend to, like, focus me down really hard, which I've always found pretty annoying. It always seems like it would make more sense that they would go for the Empire and try and finish them off. Alright, because this is the final stand of Karak Kadrin, I will actually fight it. I'll give them a fighting chance. Not that it's going to save him, but... I think this is the first time I'll get to use WAAAGH on his wyvern. I really like orc war bosses on wyverns. I think they're a really great unit. It's a shame you don't see them a bunch of multiplayer, just because majority of the time you're up against stuff like vampire counts, and vampire counts have just superior flyers, and having an orc war boss on a wyvern, he can kill a vampire lord on a wyvern, but if you get a if you get anything more than like a zombie dragon up against you, you're in trouble. So we've got some dwarves coming on from the side that I'm gonna let my black orcs and orc air boys handle, and just mow them down. We're gonna put our night goblin archers further out and put them in skirmish because they're hidden. So we're basically gonna let them just wait for the dwarves and then start shooting them. The chariots we're gonna hold pretty far back in reserve for pretty much the same thing. Same for our boar boys. Actually, we'll probably pull over the boar boys to help with this fight. Trolls we will put here. And giants. And the only reason we're doing this is so we can just do overwhelming force, because that's how greenskins do things proper. I actually need a night goblin shaman in this army. I don't have any magic, and I really don't like having no magic. I feel like unless you're playing dwarves, you should always have magic, unless there's a really like important reason not to. But we'll go ahead and group these two together, and we'll fix them in position. Alright, and then we'll begin the game. Alright, so we send everything in. And I'm going to bring WAAAGH down. I'm going to look for their general. I don't see him. He should have popped out with the... Oh, there he is. Okay, well, I'm going to go descend on top of the ranged units. Alright, and the orc air boys are doing their thing. We're going to send the piggies around for the units that are trying to escape. And we'll have the chariots go a little further, just in case somebody tries to get away from me. Alright, so that was their rock throwers, it looks like. Alright, we're going to tell the archers to stop shooting, because they're probably doing more harm than help at this point. So just causing as damage as we can. Sending in the orc war boys, where there's openings in the enemy line. Nope, he just ate somebody. So just him chopping in on those dwarves. Yep, that guy's super dead. I really love the kill animations on monsters. Really hope that's something they continue doing really heavily. I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than summoning a big beastie on the field and watching them just tear somebody apart. Alright, so looks like they're pretty much all dead. I think there's one last unit of quarters that's holding out. The black orcs have done their job, so we're going to go ahead and move them over here. The boar boys are finishing up. Looks like one of my boar boy units is actually losing, so let's send WAAAGH over there to help out. Got a little speed buff. Get him over there a little quicker. Boar boy Biggins losing to miners. Shameful. Shame for display, as I think the joke goes. Alright, so go ahead and move all these other units. Send my boar boys to clean up that mess. Chariots are moving very slowly, but that's fine. Bring around the giants and the trolls to a more proper formation. I don't believe these guys have anything to defend themselves with at long range. No, they do not. But I can't force them to move either, so... Alright, so let's pop out. Let's pop more guys out of there. We'll let the boar boys clean up. We're going to speed things up a hair. Alright, so we're going to bring our boys out this way and get ourselves into a half-decent formation. Send the night goblins are really good flanking unit, just because the enemy usually can't see them. There, giants there. No, not there. There. The trolls there, and the chariots will go around back. And then WAAAGH will flap his little butt over here. We'll tell these guys to hustle, because I ain't got all day. I'm becoming a really big fan of chariots in this game. I've played with chariots on some previous Total War games, and I wasn't super thrilled with how they worked. They tended to be very much... I wouldn't even call them glass cannons. They were like glass, like, sock'em bopp'ems. I don't know if you know what those are. But like sock'em boppers, actually, is what I think they were called. But they didn't seem to do that much damage. And were only good for like some minor disruption and like morale penalties, and that was like it. And I really didn't like that about them. Alright, so we're still hidden with our night goblins, so we're going to see how far we can push them. I've never really experimented with moving night goblins super close before. So I'm going to see how close I can get without him noticing me. Because if I can get basically within range, perfect. So this is great. So all I have to do is wait for them all to get in position, then I'll lock them in place. Just like that, and then I can engage with my army. So let's go back to regular speed. I can just kind of recklessly give my army the go-ahead, and he's probably gonna try and respond to my army, but I'm gonna be able to really take advantage of the situation with my Night Goblin archers once everything's in range enough that he starts fighting back. So once his quarrelers have committed to starting to shoot WAAAGH, I'm going to be able to engage. So let's go ahead and get the go-ahead to the archers. And I'm going to fly right over his head, so that if he wants to shoot me, he has to turn around. And I don't think he's going to do that. Yeah, he still hasn't seen the Night Goblin archers. If you don't know this, they can actually fire while hidden, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so trolls are fighting, so I'm gonna go support my trolls. So I'm gonna tear these guys up and give my trolls a wall to improve their melee attack. Yeah, see, he still doesn't see these guys, and they're absolutely wrecking him. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bring the chariots in. Okay, and we're gonna try and control the archer's target on the Dwarf Lord, because they tend to be kind of problematic. And we're basically gonna rev our chariots into these units surrounding WAAAGH to cause some pretty serious disruption. Boom. There's no orcs on the back of this chariot. And so we hit, and we just sort of pull through. Keep on the move. Let's go. So I'm gonna have these chariots pull back. These chariots are going through, because that's where the giant is. Around like so. Giants are doing damage. Pull back. We're free, so let's charge into these dwarf warriors back. Piggies. Huh. Every second chariot doesn't have anyone driving it. I wonder if they were like... No, they're basically full health. I guess that's just a bug. I've got driverless boar chariots. Yeah, look at that. It's just ghosts. Alright, and then we'll just send them to do some mop-up. Yeah, pretty quick and easy. Note to self. Report bug. So I'm pretty sure CA wants their chariots being driven by people. Alright, that was in a settlement, so we don't need to bother chasing them down. Great kills all around. Chariots did fine. I engaged them a little later than I meant to. Trolls did excellent. So did the Giants. Night Goblin archers did their job well. WAAAGH, of course, getting 100 kills. And the Black Orcs, as always, one of the most reliable units in the game. Very tough, very strong. Alright, and that is the fall of the Dwarves of Karak Kadrin. They are out of our hair forever. And the World's Edge Mountains belong exclusively to me. Granted, some of the areas are still a little empty, but I will fix that fairly soon. So I'm probably going to march WAAAGH over to claim Zufbar, and we're probably going to send this guy, once he's got his Black Orcs, to take Grom Peak. Yeah. Actually, we're probably not even going to wait for the Black Orcs, because the only reason the public order here is so bad is because I don't have another boss hut. It's really not that bad anymore, so we're going to send him out to go claim Grom Peak, which will allow me to get the little thing that improves growth in public order, which will be nice. Alright. Okay. So, continuing our other rampages, we're going to go ahead and burn Myrmidons to the ground, which is going to disrupt the poor border princes pretty bad. I'm sure they're going to appreciate that. And then we'll take Invasion and Curse of the Bad Moon, which has absolutely fantastic effect. If you can get it off cleverly without hitting your own guys, it can absolutely devastate the enemy army. Karak Kadrin is leveling up, which is fine by me. Azhag, we're going to continue pursuing the largest of the Border Prince armies, because I'm going to take the fight to him. And we'll deploy this big boss out here. Try and cause some disruption. And let's see if we can't get a Night Goblin Shaman. Maybe from Karak Kadrin. I don't have any available. Alright, I'll have to check next turn. Alright, but we did get live ammo, which means we can get strap-on gear, which is going to give us plus 10 armor for all infantry, which is absolutely fantastic. Alright, peak pass. Alright, so that's good. Let me actually check, and there we go. So Karak Kadrin's giving us all sorts of really nice stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. So this guy, we're going to go ahead and tell him to move into Skordrekken. Shortrekken? Hortrekken? Derp, 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 derp. Which has a port, which will be nice. And we'll have him defend that for a while. Other than that, Karak Ungor is back in safe hands. It's going to take a little while to get under control, but other than that, it should be fine. Chaos is rampaging around, but they're staying out of my way, so that's fine. We're making a pretty penny off Altdorf. We can successfully go to war with the Dwarves. Once we dealt with the Border Princes, I want to wipe them out first. That'll give our Vampire Count buddies the room they need to expand. Alright.
Boys are praised.
Alright, so they lost a war coordination target. I'm assuming that was these guys. Did they successfully burn that one too? Wow. I'm getting a ton of mileage out of this WAAAGH. For a WAAAGH, they're doing really well. Alright, so Kazad Irkulas, we're gonna go ahead and give a boss tent. Make sure it behaves itself. Let's upgrade it, make me more money. Nashrak's Lair can make me more money. So we always need, that's what the Horde is, yeah. We always need more money. Always, always, always. Alright, and we're pretty much good here, so I'm going to start marching south. You're going to keep marching south. I have arrived up here. Assassin. My silly little boss here. Okay, what would be good? Advisor, Storm of Magic, Adept, and Thumped by Gork. Let's take Thumped by Gork. And then we are going to attack Averheim. Sure, we unclick and reclick. Looks like the Border Princes ran away from us. Sigvald's hovering a little close. I'm not worried about him. But that means I'm going to deliberately not attack this place without my wall. because I don't want Sigval. I don't want to attack it and like auto resolve. We're gonna actually legitimately attack it so we can take minimal casualties, because I don't want Chaos to be sitting there and like trying to take advantage of me while I'm weak. All right, we'll build this so that I can hire some interesting units from this area, which has negative public order. Oh, that's because I've got too many of these things. Let's delete one of those. Delete the. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and march this Gobbo for Lucini to go raid it for a while, because I'll probably have Azhag wipe out the border princes, because I don't intend on going to war with anyone else for a bit. We're kind of in that situation where we need to get as set up as we can. Chaos should be pretty close to its last leg, though. I'm a little worried about when Chaos goes down, because Chaos is actually beneficial to me in that, A, it's forcing the other factions like the Empire and the Border Princes and all those guys, it's preventing them from expanding north and is making life very difficult for them. Simultaneously, oh boy, simultaneously it is helping my diplomatic relations, because everybody's spooked out about Chaos. Alright, so despite my best efforts, this place is not under control yet. Probably because the Chaos corruption is so high. I need to build a shaman hut there. Alright, so we're gonna have Ratgash take over Grom Peak,
This magic is real.
which gives us the Rib Peak province. And I will continue heading towards Zufbar, which is kind of going to be a pain in the ass province due to the vampiric corruption, but we should be alright. Alright, do I have, or can I hire a Gobbo for him? Yes, I can. Let's take Grognok Pigkissa, who we get, let's see, Sneaky Stabbin', Itchy Nuisance, Vindictive Glare, Sneaky Stealing, and Gork'll Fix It. We'll give him some Madcap Mushrooms in a bit. I kind of don't like what Madcap Mushrooms do right now. They make it so your ability, so that you can like cast immediately again, but you have a higher miscast chance. I personally wish it was that they like greatly improved your power reserves, but if you cast during that time or something, you would get that. Like, I understand why it is what it is, but it's not very, I don't know. Like in tabletop, it made things easier to cast. It didn't do that. Alright, Averheim. We've got both of our armies, so this now I can auto resolve, and I should take very minimal damage. And such is the case. Really, our big ones are the only guys that were actually hurt. Giant took a little more damage than I would have liked. I don't really need. I guess I do need the money. But let's just raise it. Walled settlements are annoying. I prefer just to burn them and get it over with. Alright, Grindstat will probably raid for a little bit. But the Border Princes are feeling it. We're coming down on them like a hammer. And we're going to go ahead and underway over here, so that I can start raiding these guys for their sweet, sweet loot. He may He may retaliate against us and go after Varenka Hills or something, but whatever, it's not going to be that big of a deal if he does. Meanwhile, up here, I'm probably going to continue to defend this place from Skortrucken, whatever the hell it is. We've got some Varg passing through our territory, so I will send my WAAAGH to deal with it. And other than that, we're good to go. If he's weak enough, they might just attack him and finish him off, which is just going to save me effort at this point. But they don't seem terribly interested in attacking my settlements, which is lucky for me. It's probably because of the Chaos Invasion as well. They're probably encouraged to just keep being really aggressive. Let's upgrade Karak Kadrin, so so that I can get this province under control. Alright, he's starting to take pretty negative effects. Alright, we got some goblins preparing to attack Karak Kadrin. Don't really have anything to deal with them about it. We'll probably figure something out. Right now I'm not too worried about it. Alright, really upgrade Nashrak's lair. Grom Peak is still getting reestablished. I'm heading south to refound Zufbar, which will be expensive, and someone's going to have to pay for it, and it's not going to be me. So, Azhag, we don't want to move too far, because I want to get his rating stance up so he heals. And keeps his fightiness nice and healthy. And WAAAGH Spikebacker. We're going to move a little bit over here, and then start raiding Lucini. Really? That's it? 668? That's the best I can do? Wow, that's not very much money. So he's doing that. Our Altdorf force is doing fine. Yeah, the only thing that we'll really need to do is deal with him. I will deploy a general. He doesn't have to really be a good general. I just need a general. So we'll do Ratgash Gork's Chosen. And his goal is just to watch over Karak Kadrin. I'm not really going to worry about, like, yeah, I don't really have any local recruitment, so I'm not going to buy him any troops. I'm just going to let him lead the garrison. Alright, is that everything? They killed our wall up north, which I don't care, it's whatever. It's a pretty useless wall to me. Okay, you head for Zufbar. This is going to be an expensive endeavor. It'll be worth it, but it's going to be expensive. I'm a little irritated with the vampire counts that they wiped it out. But the good news is, by the time we're done refounding the Zufbar area, I'll probably be done with most of my fights that are in the north, and I can just move into Drakenhof and just raid. Maybe build up a ton of income to help me fight the top knots. Because they're going to be moderately difficult to deal with. Alright, so Peak Pass is doing not great. Let's see, 10,000. So Peak Pass is rebelling against me a bit. Where else was it? No, it was raiding. Right. Annoying, but we're not going to bother with it. Okay, so this guy is healing up fine, so we're gonna, and no one's really making any moves towards me. So I'm gonna go ahead and move for Kazed, what is it? Kazed Borg Karag. Yeah. Bigger boss tent. And we're raiding just fine over here. I think maybe I'll move a little bit closer. That way when I decide to burn this joint, I can just move on my merry way. Battle of Lucini? Oh, so apparently someone attacked my wall there and died. Oh, dummies. Alright, Azhag. I'm gonna move towards Grinstead, which is worth nothing. Which means it's not anything. Well, in that case, screw you, Grinstead. You're useless to me. Ugh. Oh, I just now noticed this. Hey, WAAAGH army. Go deal with this. I just now noticed. Did he just lay siege to me this turn? Funny, I don't see anything about it. Huh. I figured that would have been kind of important information. Nope, just really bossy. Okay. Game, thanks for telling me, I guess. I have a big boss around here somewhere that I need to send to join up with one of my Night Goblin armies. Well, Chaos better leave that settlement alone, or there's going to be hell to pay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sigvald the Magnificent. What is this? Is this the settlement? I don't really want to fight this. Whatever. Okay, so that's him going after my wall, obviously. I'm assuming that got him off the... I think that was the wall attacked him. No, that was during his turn. So the wall moved up, he attacked the wall, beat the wall moved further away, and he attacks it again. Well, whatever, I'm going to chase him down. I ain't got time for this crap. Alright, so a lot of problems. Sigvald thinks he can get away from me, which is definitely not the case. Crack a bone crusher. Crusher. Need to improve his spell abilities. We'll send him a big boss. Don't I have like a really good big boss that I made just for like combat? Am I crazy? Apparently I'm crazy. Wait, no. Where's this guy? Oh, this guy's okay at combat. Alright, so we'll send him. I was wondering where you were, man. Alright, so sounds like we had a rebellion up north, which is problematic. That being said, I should be able to deal with it before it becomes a huge problem. But I want this place. I want it. Yes, the northern holds are mine. Now I just gotta defend them. This place will be fine. This place is fine. Yeah, we got that under control. Where's the other rebellion? I think it said there were two. Rebellions. Peak Pass? What? I think the vampire counts killed it. Yeah, pretty sure they did. Huh. Thanks, vampire counts. Okay, I think I'm going to start with Karak Kadrin, work my way over. And... Well, I think... Oh, wow, okay, I just looked at the time. Alright, so we've been running for over an hour. I think we're going to go ahead and call it there for now. Next time we'll be finishing our conquering of the entire world of the mountains with the Zufbar region, catching Sigvald and beating the shit out of him, and probably finishing off the Border Princes, maybe even starting our war with the Empire. So we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. We will be done by the time the Beastmen drop. I might do another 2-hour episode tomorrow, just to kind of get us there, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, just wanted to throw out a quick shout out to my patrons. I've got this new little thing here. Well, it's not exactly new, but it's updated, which names all of them and thanks them for their contribution. If you really enjoy what I do here on the channel and you want to support my channel, add your name to this banner or little series of images and have some other cool perks, like I'm going to be releasing lore videos in advance for them and only for them without ads. Before it goes out to the public with ads, feel free to check me out on www.patreon.com/Loremaster Sotek. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.